Hi everybody, I'm Alessandra Piccoli and I'm here to present my work as researcher and as activist. My presentation will be titled Construction of Alternatives for Food Sovereignty. So first of all, I want to define what food sovereignty can be, and I refer to the definition offered by La Via Campesina. Food sovereignty is the right of peoples to healthy and culturally appropriate food produced through ecologically sound and sustainable methods, and their right to define their own food and agriculture system. Also, the United Nations, the FAO organization, has spoken about this right. They have actually focused more on food security, and food security exists when all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food to meet their dietary needs and food preferences in order to lead a healthy and active life. So the FAO is more concentrated on the quantity and quality of food, while the Via Campesina is more intended to develop the preferences, the right to decide which kind of food and agriculture have. So a solution or a way to have an effective and practical food sovereignty are the alternative food networks. Alternative food networks are a distribution solution distinct to the conventional stores. They include points of sale at farms, community-supported agriculture experiences, solidarity purchasing groups, farmers' market, food co-ops, and so on. The main aspect of the alternative food networks, according to Corsi, Barbera, Danzero, and Peano, are the face-to-face relationship between consumers and producers, the spatial proximity, and the spatially extended personal relationship with producers. Alternative food networks are part of the social and solidarity economy. The common willingness behind alternative food networks is the desire to act for food sovereignty, social and food justice, sustainability, and ecological transition. Considering the relevance of social and solidarity economy as eco-social change factor, dealing with better livelihood, social cohesion, and community empowerment, the contribution of different food networks, such as Solidarity Purchasing Group and Community-Supported Agriculture and food co-ops, promoting a practical alternative to market, is a concrete example of what social and solidarity economy can be. So, what are food co-ops? Today I will concentrate much more on food co-ops, a food co-op experience where also participatory guarantee system has been established. Food co-ops can be defined as a grocery store owned by the community, by the consumers and the community within their community. So food co-ops are independent and owned by the community members who shop there. So instead of focusing on investors, food co-ops focus on their community, nourishing everybody according to their budget and cooking style. This is a food co-op. And what are the PGS? Participatory Guarantee System, according to IFOAM definition, are locally focused quality assurance systems. They certify producers based on active participation of stakeholders and are built on a foundation of trust, social networks, and knowledge exchanges. So the PGS are concentrating on improving livelihood first of all of the producers but also of the consumers, and they are based on trust, focus on the participation of all the stakeholders, producer, consumers, local communities, local administration, and so on. And they are also based on a shared decision making, so this participatory aspect that lead also to transparency, to the possibility for the people who take part in this process to influence it. An example of food co-op and PGS so a food co-op that has also a PGS within it, it is Edura. Edura is a food co-op in the city, established in the city of Trento, and owned by the member of the grocery. So it is a grocery mainly. The Edura statement is that Edura is a shared, self-managed trading space whereby most of the products we need to allow a concrete and accessible alternative to large-scale distribution. Edura is a cooperative, self-managed by members, a retail shop where you can find only products selected by us, so by the members, respectful of the people who produce them and the territories where they come from. But Edura is much more. It is a concrete possibility for those who want to adopt responsible consumer choices, for those who want to question current models and experiment with forms of purchase other than large-scale distribution, for those who want to become the protagonists of their choices. So the main idea behind the food co-op is to be self-managed, to be a trading space, of course, and to put in the center the respect of the people and of the environment. These experiences started in 2019 when a small group of activists has started to work on the idea of a food co-op, just an idea at the beginning. And then during 2020, they started involving a larger number of people, including me. In 2021, we have worked to have to co-design our food co-op with a participative process, adopting consensus as a decision-making system during the plenary sessions and the working groups. This year, 2022, we will arrive at the constitution of the cooperative and open the store. Within this experience of food co-op, we have also a cultural workspace. It is a place, a physical but also material place, where ideas are generated during the co-creation process of this experience. It is an area for sharing, meeting, exchanging, building relationship. And it is the room for education and development of individuals and the whole community. It is the space of utopia, of the future prefiguration, because this experience of co-op is prefigurative of a different, very different, totally different model of consumption and of retail. As I told you before, in Edura, we have also activated PGS, so this participatory guarantee system. Because of the Edura shop, will be possible to buy both organic certificated products, but also not certificated, not officially certificated, not certificated by third parties. We are establishing this certification that is our own and specific certification. Only the selected producers will be commercialized in Edura. And during this process of PGS, we take care of environmental issues, considering pollution, pesticides, chemicals use, soil fertility, and much more. Social aspect, in particular labor conditions and social securities for workers, and economically accessibility. We want to be inclusive also for the lower income people. And this is another very important aspect of these alternative food network experiences, because sometimes they tend to be a little bit elitarian. So this is my presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have questions or other issues, we can discuss during the session. Thank you very much for your attention.